Hey everybody, it's Justin Dixon from Hire Tomorrow, and today is day 4 of the 5 things to consider when selecting a recruiting agency partner. Today we're going to talk about how to measure success. And there are a ton of metrics out there that people can look at that help you measure success and measure the efficiency of the recruiting agency that you're using, which is one of the reasons why you're utilizing them, right? So I'm going to go through a few today. If you have any suggestions of others that you have found effective, please feel free to share them in the chat. It'd be very helpful for myself, but also for anybody else viewing this video. So one of the main ones that a lot of people look at is time to fill. This essentially is just understanding how long it takes the recruiter to find the right talent and fill the position. Some of the things that are a little bit challenging with this metric on its face is there's a lot of things near the end of the process that really are out of the control of the recruiter, right? And I'm looking at this from a recruiter's perspective and how, things that could inflate this time to fill number are vacations, delayed start dates because of travel, or elongated periods of notice for their previous company, and the list can go on and on. So another metric that you can look at is time to offer. This really looks at how efficient the recruiter is at not only finding the talent, but also how efficient your interview process is, right? So, if there's a big lag between steps in the process because maybe the candidate's traveling, the hiring managers are traveling, hiring managers can't be found to give feedback, etc. This time to offer really looks at all of the kind of steps in the process to really look at how efficient the recruiter is doing, but also how efficient your recruitment process actually is. You want to look at submittal to interview. This is really kind of how many people they're sending you to how many people make it to that first round interview. This will be a good measure to understand their efficiency. So, a lot of recruiters out there are throwing a bunch of resumes at hiring managers hoping that one will be the right fit, right? And instead of really understanding what exactly that hiring manager is looking for, and then being very laser focused on finding that exact right talent. And there's a little bit of the hiring manager looking at quality versus quantity, right? And so you want to make sure that, if the recruiter is sending you 10 resumes, that they may not all be great. I'd rather have somebody send me 3 or 4 that are really good. That way I'm using my time efficiently. So looking at the submittal to interview ratio is a good number to look at. As I mentioned before, the kind of time to offer will really help you evaluate your steps in the process. So this is a really good opportunity for you not only to evaluate the recruiter that you're working with, but also evaluate your process. So you want to understand, the ratio of people moving from each stage of the process. So how many people that are submitted that actually make it to the phone interview, how many people make it past the phone interview into your in-person, and then to final interview and offer and acceptance. So this will really show you that, how many people will need to be in the top of the funnel to produce one hire. This will help you to kind of really analyze that. And there's some quality metrics that you want to look at. These are really metrics that you're going to look at in kind of over time, right? So you're looking at your turnover ratio, and that's going to be how many people started and left within the first 90 days, 6 months, 12 months. This will help you understand the quality and also make sure you're hiring the right talent, right? Because they may be great on paper, the candidate may be great in an interview, and then when you get them in the door, they may have pulled a little bait and switch. So this is not necessarily a reflection of the recruiter that you use, but it could be, and it could be just an opportunity for you to really evaluate the quality of talent that they're looking for, making sure that everybody was on the same page from the get-go on what exactly was the right talent. So again, these are just a few metrics that you can look at. Sorry, this is a little bit longer video than my others, but I really wanted to kind of look at, what metrics are going to help you measure success, both from your recruitment agency partner as well as your interview process. Hopefully this helps, and look forward to talking soon.